It will be same as it is. The first concept is define condition types. Define condition types, same path and same T code. OB, Y, set. We have a 3 conditions here. The first of all, we have to create condition types. Select new entries on application bar. Arya1 మీదైన company. Arya1 company ఎవరిది మన వాళ్ళదేనా? Select new entries. So here, what is your company code name? S3 BA basic amount. So basic amount, we are not going to give any access key. Item conditions. Same as okay. In previous EHP also we have activated same configuration, enter and save. There is no difference. Then after, go to next entry. The 11 S3 company code. 11 S3. SGST paid. MWST tax classification. You can write here manual. So without this item condition, without the manual entries also, the system is going to calculate. Okay, we are giving it is optional activities, optional entries. The next one will be 12 S3 CGST paid MWST tax classification. It comes under tax procedures. It's a part of manual entries. Next, 13 S3 IGST paid MWST tax classification. (14) S3 special GST paid. When will use special GST? The purpose of nested. Nested is nothing but when we wants to go for manual, then means multiple, more than one tax is going to be applicable for special GST. Enter and save. So we have created 4 accounts. 15 S3 SGST payable, part of tax classification. Next, 16 S3 CGST payable. Next, 17 S3 payable. Okay, so up to now we have created our GST configuration. So now I'm going to use check setting configuration for procedure and T code will be OBCN. Am I audible for online?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
New entry. So here I'm giving 1S3 because here I can match only 3 letters. SGST paid, it will be like input tax. The part of posting will be separate line item for both debit and credit. Enter and save. Set next entry to S3. CGST paid. Because it is an input to tax, it will come. Enter and save. 3S3 IGST paid. Next entry 4S3 so we have created configuration for input to tax. Now I'm going to create next entry 5S3 SGST payable output to tax. Enter and save. 6S3 CGST payable. 7S3 IGST payable. 8S3 special GST payable. Look here. So now we have to give the integration between tax types to tax procedures. For that, you have to go again OBYZ only same T code. Okay, step number 3, the same T code is OBYZ will work under procedures. Okay, step number 1 and step number 3, same T code. Step number 1 here it will be condition type, and here we have to make the connection with procedures. New entries. My company code name is S3. Tax procedure for S3. Select here. Double click on control procedure. New entries on application bar. Here I'm giving 100. Condition type is 11. So S3BA. Is a procedure. 11 S3. It will work for 100 and 100. Account key will be 1 S3. 210. 12 S3 is equals to. Do you remember this all? Whatever you are doing before enter, you have to check. అయిపోయిందా? స్పెషల్ జిఎస్టీ పేయబుల్ ఉందా? $220 ఇవ్వలేదని. ఓకే ఓకే. Just wait here. I'm going to change some options. ఇప్పుడు 13 ఇవ్వాలి కదా? ఇది 4S కదా? 4S3, 5S3, 6S3, 7S3, లేదు మరి ఇప్పుడు కింది ఇవ్వాలి. అదే చేసుకుంటాం. 200. ఇక్కడ S3BA, ఇక్కడ 11S3, 1S3, 210, 12S3, 2S3, 220, 2 3S3, 230, 300, 5S3, 16S3, 320. There is no logic for number. We are just following the standards. Now everything is clear, right? Once you check, SGST paid, CGST, IGST, special GSTs and special GSTs. Yes, everything is fine. Enter and save. You have to create this configuration. Then after, you have to activate your tax configuration for your country, then OBBG. Select position tab, country IN. The tax category will be S3. Enter and save. Now I'm going to activate FTXP, step number 5. Do you remember FTXP? The country IN, I0, input GST 0%. We called input to tax. Check ID is activate. Same procedure in EHP, which we look. Configuration, enter and save. Next, I'm going to use here I1. Am I audible for online?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I'm using SGST paid 5%. And you check here, enter and save. Then I'm using I2. GST paid 12%. I3. GST paid 16%. I4. CGST paid. So you can select your percentages according to the state and according to the material goods. Okay, so please check the screen. One minute, sir. So the 5% for CGST, enter and save. I5. Continue music set answer. Look here, so I6. Enter and save. I7. I8. I9. When we wants to go for IS, we have active. You can create a number of according to the percentage, like 8%, 16%, whatever. Then I'm going to create O0, output GST, 0%, O1, ఇంతకుముందు ఏం రాసినామా? Output GST and rest. GST payable and 5% is your tax amount. A will indicate for output tax. The 5%. O2. Payable. O3. O4. O5. Payable. 12%. %. O6. The next one will be like 0 and here it will be cost 16. O7. IGST payable. Special effect errors. Enter and save. O8. The 12%. O9. Oh, yes. Okay, we have created these configurations. So at the same time, we have to create ledgers, but before ledgers, we have two methods. The first one, activate the tax procedure for ledger account. So I'm going to activate this part. Go to FS00 for the ledger creation. Go to purchase account and activate your tax category here. So what type of tax you have to activate? Okay, if you want to give you a standard tax, you can select. It means you have to create a lot of ledgers. Okay, right now, I want to show only one example. Then I'm giving here all tax type. Do you remember this all steps? Go to sales. At the same time, OBCL. It's called tax exemption. Tax exemption, position tab. The company code is S3. Just right here, I0 for exemption tax, O0 for output tax, exemption tax. Enter and save. Up to now, we have created only basic configuration. Okay. In next class, I will show you how to create ledgers and how to make connections into the ledger configuration in OB40T4. After, we will go for post-its, tax procedures. Do practice up to step number 7. Because in a ledger, we have to create 8 ledgers. Because 4 for input and 4 for output. Then assignment will be again, you have to assign for each and every ledger. These two parts will cover tomorrow. So I hope there is no difference, and even no, don't think about like a class without notes because you have a previous notes. ముందు జిఎస్టి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయలేదు అనుకోండి, వినలేదు అనుకోండి, ఇప్పుడు బౌన్స్ అవుతుంది క్లాస్. ఎందుకంటే మీకు రెగ్యులర్ జిఎస్టి జరిగేటప్పుడు ఆల్మోస్ట్ నేను 10 days అట్లా తీసుకుంటా. ఓకే, ఎనీ క్వశ్చన్స్?